Pro Bowlers getting set to square off. It's Tom Brady going up against Tyrod Taylor. With that, let's send you up to Orchard Park in Western New York, where we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. And hello again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin here in the booth. And Chuck, you take a look at this matchup. I don't know if it's going to be one in the trenches from the quarterbacks out, whatever. It's going to be a good game.
Oh, without a doubt. I can't wait to see the big fellas have an impact. We're always spotlighting those wide receivers and quarterbacks and running backs and even the defensive backs. But the big guys, I can't wait to see which one tilts the balance for their team.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 6-1 New England Patriots, they'll be led by their main man, Tom Brady. He continues to roll since coming in 19-26, 222 yards in Week 7, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions.
He's Tom Brady, and we have to be careful to not just take him for granted. That's a terrific game, and you mentioned no sacks, right? Part of that comes from the confidence his offensive line has in having him back there at quarterback. They block better, they hold him a little bit longer, and allows him to make big plays downfield.
And he has 8 touchdowns, no interceptions now since the return. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Week 7, Blount was the only tailback for New England to get a carry. He got all 24 of them at 127 yards.
And I can tell you as a former defensive back, when you're playing against a player like LeGarrette Blount, you're asking your defensive front and your linebackers to take care of all runs. Because if he gets all the way back to you in the secondary, that's going to be a heck of an impact, and it's going to hurt a lot. And he takes a lot of carries. He's only out-carried the ball other than Brady on a couple of scrambles.
Yeah, and he hit the end zone twice as well. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Taylor surveying the field. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. And that'll bring up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Play action, now Taylor. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. Third down here.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. They go play action now. Taylor. He's got time. Great protection. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So on 4th down, the Bills call on the punt unit, and Colton Schmidt back deep. Danny Amendola for New England. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. A fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They'll begin here with Blunt. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Blunt. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. As the offensive starters pop up on your screen, Charles, let me ask you, Chris Hogan, what does he bring to this offense?
A guy that you look at and really don't circle in your game plan. If there's other guys that you look at, then you realize this guy can do damage. Finds his way open on almost every snap.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Brady gives now to Blunt. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a 1st down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe it's something they can build on as this game continues.
Again, here's Blunt. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
They stay on the ground. Here's Bolden again. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Now he'll throw with Brady. Screen pass to Blunt. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
So this will be the 9th play on this drive. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Brady going to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jerry Hughes in there to drop it for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So on 4th down, Brady will yield to Gostkowski for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. On the return, it's Brandon Tate. Oh, nice move. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the 4-3 Buffalo Bills, led by Tyrod Taylor. Now the Bills had their 4-game winning streak broken against the Dolphins, 28-25 in Week 7. Taylor 14-28, 221 yards, and a touchdown throw.
A low completion percentage, but big yardage. And that's what Tyrod Taylor gives you, because when you can run the ball, as Buffalo usually does, it sets up the play action and bigger strikes downfield.
He actually led them in rushing as well, 35 yards. There's a carry now for Mike Gillislee. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. All right, let's take a look at the offensive starters and the second-round pick out of USC, one to talk about, Robert Woods.
I think a lot of people thought maybe he was ticketed for stardom coming out of USC. Has always been a great route runner, much more of a complimentary receiver. But they could utilize that in a big way and have him open up things in the middle.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Hey, D-line,
They stay on the ground. This is Gillisley again. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Come on, let's go.
Taylor will throw. He's got time in the pocket. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They go play action with Taylor. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. A big gain there for the Bills. 30 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Watch 10. Here we go.
On first down, it's Taylor. Finding time. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
Rob Ninkovich is one of those great gems that got polished up over time. Whether he's rushing as a defensive end or playing outside linebacker, he's awfully productive.
Ten yards still left on second down. Now Taylor. He's going to sling this deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
So the Patriots coming out now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blunt. And he's brought down after a good gain. And give him a gain of 37.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying, the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
Fresh set of downs here. Now a carry for Blunt. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
Kyle Williams never gets the credit he deserves as a defensive tackle, but every offense in the league knows how difficult it is to block him.
With a give to Bolden. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility? Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jerry Hughes in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So the Patriots will turn it over to their left-footed punter. That's Ryan Allen to kick it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They come out here in the eye. Now Taylor, a give to the fullback Felton. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings.
Hey. Come on, let's go. Ryan 38.
Here's Gillisley. And he's brought down. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Now Gillisley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Taylor. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there. Goodwin found the end zone for the third time this season in Week 7. Also had 93 yards to boot.
And they needed him in a big way because Sammy Watkins is on IR. Robert Woods didn't play against the Dolphins due to a foot injury. So they needed Marquise Goodwin to jump up, and he did with a really nice game.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he coughed it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. It's a 3-point game here early. And we're back to upstate New York after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. An extra defensive back game now here for 3rd and full throw. And that is incomplete. Mike Gillisley, the intended target. And now it's 4th down. Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. A chance for us to look now at the Bills' defense. They did their job last go-around, forced the punt, hoping for more of that here.
They got off the field. That's exactly what they wanted to accomplish. Get off the field, turn the ball over to their offense, and kick back and enjoy a little bit of water and rest before they have to go back out there again.
Back out there now and hoping to hurry up and get more water and rest. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Okay, with 7 weeks in the books, let's take a deeper dive into the MVP race. At the top, you got the David Johnsons, Matt Ryan, Jeb. But what about dark horses?
Matt Stafford, Detroit quarterback. Derek Carr, Oakland quarterback. Phillip Rivers, San Diego quarterback. And what if Miami gets on a roll? Jay Ajayi, their running back's gone back-to-back weeks of over 200 yards.
And one of only 4 players to do that in NFL history. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. The throw left side complete to Hogan. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And then you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And it's incomplete. Well, Charles, during our production meeting yesterday, the topic of MVP came up, and you listed a couple guys you see up at the top of the heap. Who do you have?
Well, it is an election year, right? So I'm going with a ticket for a couple of these, all right? Julio Jones, wide receiver, Matt Ryan, quarterback in Atlanta. Running back Ezekiel Elliott, quarterback Dak Prescott in Dallas. But I think the guy that's probably been overlooked has been Mr. Do-It-All, Mr. Versatility, David Johnson in Arizona.
Boy, he's been good. 681 rushing yards, 8 touchdowns already.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Come on, let's go!
They'll run with Gillisley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
This is Gillisley. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
We got three. Next round. Next round. Turn it up. Kill, turn up.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Completes it to Powell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he's on to punt for Buffalo. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They start on the ground here with Blunt. And he'll power his way up near the 25. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
On play action, now Brady. Surveying the field. Looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Brady and Edelman hook up for a big one. 49 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
And now a first down following that long gain. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it here with Blunt. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that's good for a New England first down.
So often you hear about teams trying to avoid the middle when they're working against a true 3-4 defense because the nose is so hard to move. Which side do you block him to? How do you get him out of the middle? Well, some teams will double team. Some teams have a good center that can move a guy. But if you can control him, that takes away whatever the rest of the force guys are trying to do to you, because once they get to the play, you usually overwhelm them with your own blockers, and that creates some space.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run again with Bolden. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Brady. He's got time. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on fourth down, Brady will yield to Gostkowski for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And let's shift now to talking about the Patriots defense. They're hoping to do what they did last time, force another punt. Last time it resulted in a field goal. We'll see if they can get another stop here, though.
And the best defenses are in the business of preventing points and creating points. And that's exactly what these guys did on their last possession. Why? Because they got off the field on 3 and out, turned the ball over to their offense after the punt, and let them roll downfield and put the ball through the post for a field goal.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Second down and just 1. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Nine yards to go. It's third down.
Here we go. Brand 38.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now Blunt. And some room to work. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis of this first half. I'm guessing mostly defensive highlights that we will see.
Yeah, and that's kind of cool. No touchdown scored yet so far.
Yeah, none whatsoever. Brady now on first down. And right side caught Hogan. And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down, New England.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO. And now we are ready to resume play. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Again, it's Brady. Trying to hit the tight end Bennett, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And now out come the Bills. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
After the interception, here's Taylor. The pass complete to Justin Hunter. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. His throw incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. Well, I want to ask you, while we've got a window here, about the games you've called the last 3 weeks. In Detroit, Matthew Stafford. You like what you're seeing from him in the Lions, aren't you?
I do, and I don't think anyone can even snicker anymore if you say MVP next to Matthew Stafford's name. 15 touchdowns, 4 interceptions on the year, 68% completion percentage. How about the last three straight wins, 8 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He's playing at the highest level he's played at in the NFL.
And all 4 of those wins against the Bears, Eagles, Rams, and Redskins come from behind fashion. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Bills have struggled with turnovers, so they have to feel lucky they're still in a close game. The Patriots, though, haven't taken full advantage of the turnovers, as we've still got a close game here after 2. All right, let's get it going. Here's the first half highlights. Bills with the ball midway through the first. Woods is going to make the catch in traffic, and he'll end up at the 30-yard line before being tackled. Bills end up throwing a pick to end the drive. Patriots have it late in the second. The hurry throw would be picked off. Brown's the one who makes the pick to give a boost to his defense. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The D for the Pats, the Patriots heading back onto the field now. They don't want to change anything. They've got 0 points against them here, so I would imagine the halftime speech was do more of the same, right?
I think you're right, and it's where defensive coordinators have to walk that line of preparing for the adjustments you expect to come, but not taking away the aggressiveness you've already shown. And they've played so well, I think that's the speech. You nailed it. Just go out and do what you've been doing, and we'll adjust if we see anything different later.
To this point, they've been spectacular. And on the ground they go with a running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down following the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And the tackle there by Chris Long. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now Taylor finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he's on to punt for Buffalo. It's taken to the 26. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
That incompletion gives us a second to talk about the NFC East, which we've discussed the last couple weeks. But, gosh, every team in that division is above 500 right now.
And did anyone really expect Dallas to be 5-1 now?
No.
Even if Tony Romo had been healthy, right? Starting the year, made people skeptical. They're 5-1. Dak Prescott steering that ship. Washington won the division last year. They're still at 4-3, and they beat Philadelphia, who's 4-2. I can't wait for this Dallas-Philadelphia game on Sunday night. That ought to be a good one.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Brady. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt, and look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find Big 87.
On 1st down, Brady. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
One of the notes I had about LeGarrette Blount coming out of college, he's not going to outrun you, but he will run through you.
And frame again. They come out here in the eye. So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Bolden taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Brady's going to look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. Dante Hightower on the stop.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Here we go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Watch left! Watch left! Watch 88!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. Powell on the catch. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down.
Stop right there. Hey, 4 down. Come on, let's go. White 90.
From midfield now, here's Taylor. They got a man. It's Woods. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
They come out here in the eye. Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Come on, let's go. White 90.
They go play action now. Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here.
Watch tight end. Alert. 3 down. Here we go. Red 38.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Hey. Got 3 down. Here we go. Red 30.
Now they'll give this one to the up man, Jerome Felton. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
3 down. Hey, let's go. Red 38.
On 3rd and 1, it's Taylor. He's got time in the pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Marquise Goodwin from 4 yards out. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And this is back to a 5-point game. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Danny Amendola on the return. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Now LeGarrette Blount gets set to go again on offense. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. Whoosh. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, here's Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. It's the fullback from 3 yards out. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Justin Hunter, the one he was searching for. And it's second down.
We got a quick second here. I want to talk about the NFL Defensive Player of the Year candidates.
There we go. Former DB going defensive. Who you got, partner?
How about Von Miller in Denver, of course.
Yep.
Marcus Peters in Kansas City. They're not even throwing in his area right now. A ticket in Minnesota. Harrison Smith, the safety, and Eric Kendricks, the linebacker.
And then even though he doesn't have the numbers this year, he's being doubled a lot. How about Aaron Donald of L.A.?
Yeah, he might be the best one there is. He's getting tripled a lot, too. But here's one for you. Lorenzo Alexander, outside linebacker, Buffalo, having a career year.
Leads the NFL, 9 sacks. Second and 10 now. It's Taylor. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
5 yards to gain here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Woods the intended receiver, and it's fourth down.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here's Colton Schmidt now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On first down, Brady quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Here's Blunt. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. This is Blunt, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Finding time. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back now in Buffalo. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Throwing on first down is Brady, and he dumps it off to Blount. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Caught, left side, Bennett.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense. Automatic first down.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They go play action here on first down. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They'll go to Blount, try and pound it in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create, and if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
So on 4th down, Brady will yield to Gostkowski for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Here's Tate to return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Let's go. 190.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. Surveying the field. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Midfield now, here's Taylor. He's got time. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Colton Schmidt now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
On second down, here's Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Preston Brown in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. Gronkowski, slot left. Throwing is Brady on third down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's fielded at the 34. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And making their way back out there now, the Patriots defense. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing, and it resulted in a field goal.
Now we'll see if they can do that again. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And Woods has it complete. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Taylor on first down. Powell on the catch. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Second and very short here, less than a yard. To throw is Taylor. Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Facing this fourth-quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So after the INT, it's Brady. And right side caught. Hogan. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it gives the Pats a first down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Martellus Bennett, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Brady. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
You ever notice that when Tom Brady does get hit and drop to the ground, there's some guys back to him pretty quickly to check on his health, aren't there?
That's exactly right. For as much as he throws, doesn't take a lot of square shots, but took one there.
He's really smart in the pocket, isn't he? Even out of the pocket. He understands where the pressure is coming from. He senses people. You're exactly right. Doesn't take too many direct ones. But that one had to hurt.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And here come the Bills. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Charles Clay is tight in the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the gun on third down, it's Taylor. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Blunt, the lone running back. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
They come up in an offset eye. Now Brady throwing on second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And that is incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target. And that brings up fourth down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he will find his man on the outside. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
2nd down now after the pass completion. From the gun, it's Taylor. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one. And the Bills are going to have a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Taylor will throw. He completes it to Hunter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Second and 10 now. It's Taylor. Powell on the catch. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be third down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. Taylor now to throw on third down. Completes it to Powell. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
The offense lining up first and 10. Again, it's Taylor. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's second and 10. Taylor will throw again. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. The best name in the NFL, Barkevious Mingo. In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Third and long, it's Taylor. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Rex Ryan's decision does not pay off. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So it is 3rd down now, but less than a yard to go. And they'll go on the ground. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So we've got a 2nd and 5. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come up in an offset eye. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
It's really no surprise to see them running the ball here. They've got the lead, not much time left. They just want to keep the clock moving, and they can win it right now.
3rd down now following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. And this looks to probably be the final play. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.